Hey guys, today we're taking a look at my Gate Guardian deck. Now this deck was requested by Darkblader of Ra, and it was also requested by David BR Kick. And I really didn't know what to think going into this deck because I knew it wouldn't really work very well, but I still wanted to try to support it as well as I could and just try to make it as strong as possible, even though the idea behind the deck in itself makes it not strong. You know, you work so hard to bring out a monster that has no effect and just has decently high attack, but it really won't help you that much. Still, you know, a fun deck. Wanted to mess with it, trying a lot of ideas, and you guys can let me know what you think. So first off, we'll be running 3 Battle Fader. Obvious in a deck that needs to stall and also needs to get out monsters, just helping you out with a special summon. Then the Guardians, you know, Sanga of Thunder, Kazejin, Suijin, you know, they all have around the same stats. They all have pretty much the same effect, which really is annoying for your opponent to deal with. They have a pretty good effect, but it can only be used once. So good for stalling and good for trying to get out the other Guardians and making it work. And then we have 2 Card Trooper. Card Trooper helping us with the graveyard. Very nice to do some of the things we're trying to do to make this deck work. So very, very nice. And then 2 Arsenal Summoner, just searching out Gate Guardian. So you know, decent, you know, not horrible stats and allowing us to search out, which is important because we have really no other way to get Gate Guardian. And then Gate Guardian, obviously, you know, really high level card, really nice stats, but no effect. So kind of annoying, but you know, you can get him out and try to run over your opponent. And then 2 Phantoms of Chaos, just allowing us to use the Guardians from the graveyard and then summon out Gate Guardian, which is really nice. And then 1 Dandylion, just giving us those tokens that will make an easy tribute summon for one of the Guardians, so that's pretty nice. And now for the spells, so we're using 3 of the new spell Soul Charge. Very, very nice for this deck because we're loading the graveyard and then we can bring out the Guardians and make XYZ plays or make Gate Guardians, so that's really nice. And why we're running 3 might be a little much because of those steep costs, but I think it's one of the most effective ways to actually get out the Guardians. And then 3 Tribute Dolls, another really, really good card for this deck specifically, just allowing you to turn, you know, any one monster into a special summon for one of those Guardians. So really, really nice for this deck. Then 2 MST, 2 Forbidden Lance, obvious in this deck to protect your stronger monsters. Creature Swap, really nice because pretty much all the monsters except for our powerful monsters are really weak, so nice to have Creature Swap. And then Mausoleum, giving us another way to bring out monsters. Obviously, you're paying, you know, some steep life point cost between this and Soul Charge, but it's, you know, one of the best ways you can try to get these cards out. And then 1 Dark Hole, 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial, great for this. Obviously, choosing whatever you need to the graveyard and doing what you need. And then just Staple Traps, back row, helping us protect our monsters and stall so we can get out what we need. So now for the extra deck, we're going to have 1 Slacker Magician just with Battle Fader to stall. A couple 3-star Zenmaines for stalling. Leviair just helping us out if something gets banished. For the 4 stars, 1 Zenmaester. Really, really good for this deck because we can reuse the effects of the Guardians, which is very powerful. 1 Master Key Beetle, just with Phantom of Chaos so we can protect things like our field card. Silent Honor. Zubaba. Zubaba's really powerful in combination with Gate Guardian. He'll have like 6,000 attack. So you can make a Gate Guardian deck just revolved around Zubaba, so that's another build I might try in the future. But I wanted to make an actual deck that brings out Gate Guardian, so that's another build. Maybe I'll try that, but for now I'm hoping this is what more people intended, to have a deck that summons Gate Guardian. Exciton Knight, Gagaga, Maestroke, Diamond Airwolf, you know, obvious choices. For the 7 stars, just the best ones: Dracossack, Big Eye, Master of Blades. We have Abyssgaios in here just in case because of Suijin, so it allows us to get him out. And just a really great card overall to lock down your opponent. So now for the side deck. Again, side decks in my videos, if you haven't seen them before, these are just recommended cards that I want you to think about when you're building your own Gate Guardian deck. So just some random ideas I'm throwing out there that people can use, not meant to be a side deck for matches. So Spirit Reaper, Marshmallow, cards to stall. If you want to run something like that, you can, but there's a lot of destruction nowadays, so it really isn't as effective. You can run a Frog Engine. That's another way to do this deck. Not what I'm going for, but you can definitely do that with Treeborn Frog and all that for special summoning power. You know, works really well with the gods, so you can see how it can work really well here. So there's individual cards that you can use as double tributes, like Unshaven Angler, Kaiser Seahorse. The problem is we have different elements, different monster types, so it will take a lot to run these and, you know, get the combinations we need over and over again. So it's really, I don't think it's really practical. Tour Guide, another choice to bring out more monsters and do, you know, XYZs to help us out. Effect Veiler can be useful to obviously deal with effects, but in combination with our Guardians, we can bring out, 8-star synchros like Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter could bring out Gate Guardian if he gets special summoned, normally first. So that's definitely an idea, and you could bring out other 8-star synchros if you want. The Shallow Grave can be another nice card for this deck, just helping us, bring out Gate Guardian and bring out those Guardian monsters. So that's definitely interesting. You can run a Legendary Ocean, then Suijin will become a single tribute, but that's more in like a full water deck. If you want to run a full water deck with Suijin, that's another choice you can make. Double Summon, obviously another choice to bring out monsters faster. The Dark Door combination with the Guardian effects can be really nice. Stuff that will make your opponent stall can be really nice and lock them down. You could run Mound in this deck, but the problem is it only is going to help Gate Guardian. So if you want to focus on Gate Guardian and then use Mound and bring him out, that's another thing you could do. But I want to have more choices in this deck and not focus completely on Gate Guardian. Other stall cards, Threatening Roar, Wabaku, discard cards, Divine Wrath, Lightning Vortex, things like that can be good too. Call the Haunted, another card to bring out monsters from the graveyard, which is very helpful for this deck, so that's another choice you can make. So that's my Gate Guardian deck. Again, not meant to be very competitive, meant to be a very fun deck, just to see what I can do using the support to make it work. There's really not a lot out there to make Gate Guardians work, so this is just the ideas that I'm currently thinking about and trying to make this work. But as time goes on, hopefully, new cards will be added and I'll think of more ideas for this deck. But if you guys have your own Gate Guardian decks, you can post below, let me know in the comments. Maybe there's some cards I didn't think about that could be really useful for this deck, so definitely let me know. I want to see what I can do to make this deck as good as possible. And also, this was a deck request. If you have a deck request for me, you'll have to post in my deck request video. I'll put an annotation in this video. I only take my deck requests through there, so if you do have a deck request for me, please post there. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.